What did they just tell you I was live?
Yeah. As soon as I'm done with
Morning, Lisa. Morning.
my Monopoly Go, I'll go in.
Come with bad news. Last night, my sister had fell at the nursing home, and now she's back in the hospital
And I see you.
in the intensive care unit. So, gotta find a way to get the puck over there. Cheese and rice. It's just one thing after another with this nursing home. I don't understand them.
Someone's supposed to be in there with her at all times. She shouldn't have fell.
Yeah, there's supposed to be somebody with her at all times in that room. But we don't know. She's in the hospital again. There's no break. There's no breaks. She didn't fracture anything, so that's a good thing. But I don't know the reason that she's put in the hospital. They said they really didn't get a chance to look in her file to find out what's going on. So I'm just waiting for that. So then I got to go see her somehow. Yeah, so I don't know how she is right now. I just know that they said that they really didn't get a chance to look at anything, which I sort of was too early because they have shift change and they really didn't have a chance to go through her files. But all she could just tell me is that there's no fractures. That's all she could tell me. It's much I get better answers when I go there personally to the hospital than I do over the phone. So we're just hoping and praying that my sister's okay from this fall that she just had last night. So yes, well, thank you, RZR. Thanks for the subscribe and like. Appreciate it, guys. But I got my sister that just had a fall last night at the nursing home, and there's supposed to be somebody with her 24 hours a day because of her pulling at her trach and everything else. And she's been trying to get out of bed. Yes, no broken bones is a good thing. Yes, most definitely. But I don't understand why she's back in step down in the intensive care unit. That's what's got me bothered. I don't understand
Why? She's in ICU.
why she's in step down ICU. I don't understand. If there's no broken bones, what actually happened then? They didn't tell me too much. Like I said, I'll have to call back. Well, the best thing is for me to do is go over to find out information. Well, thank you for sending your prayers to my sister. Thank you. I do appreciate someone praying for you and your family. Thank you. I appreciate that, the someone. Thank you very much. Yeah, but she fell last night at the nursing home. I get a phone call from my niece. I haven't heard from my niece in months. Like I said, about a month and a half, 2 months. She called me last night to let me know what was going on with Holly.
She hasn't been over to see her mom in months.
And she hasn't seen her mother's. She's seen her one time in a nursing home, and that was it. And that's when they found the bleeding, that she was bleeding around her feed tube, and it cured it. It fixed itself, I guess. So we just got to go. I just wish that things could be better, that I'm able to afford to go over there every day and make sure everything's okay. But it's nothing I can do. All I can do is just, I'm not next to Ken. It's my nieces. So, one day at a time, one day at a time. It's sad because they even had, because we even sat there numerous times and they said, we have somebody sitting with Holly 24/7. Well, what happened? How did she get out of bed by herself and to be able to, wherever she went and fell? So, one day at a time, it's all I can do. Just one day at a time. That makes me nervous too, Durley. So about I just don't understand. There's supposed to be somebody in her room at all times because of her pulling at her trach, trying to get out of bed. And guess what? She found them not doing their job, and she took advantage of it and tried to get out the bed. Good morning, Jen. Good morning.
Jen,
Yes,
I just
so
messaged you.
we got my sister Holly back at the hospital again, ladies and gentlemen. This is ridiculous. I don't understand why the nursing home is not keeping an eye on her like they're supposed to. She's supposed to have somebody in there for 24 hours a day because she is likes to pull at her trach. She pulls at her feeding tube, and she's been trying to get out of bed, and that's what happened yesterday. I got the phone call around 9:30 last night to tell me that my sister had a bad fall at the nursing home.
Jen knows because I was on the phone with her.
So good morning to you too, Jen. Good morning. There's supposed to be somebody there. Why is somebody not doing their job? Because she's sleeping, it doesn't mean nothing. She could be playing possum. She's been trying to
She's good
figure a
at
way to
that.
get out there. Come on. She's been writing on her board. When I went up the last time, she says, "What floor am I on?" And then she was saying she wanted to get a ride. She was calling somebody for a ride. But they won't keep her cell phone even charged like we've asked them to. This nursing home ain't even doing any good for her. It's just every single time she's got ended up back in the hospital. This is the third time she's been back in the hospital since a month and a half that she's been in the nursing home. She spent more time at the hospital than a nursing home. Yes, thank you. I appreciate it. There, Jen. Thanks. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. It's just so hard to get back and forth when you don't have that kind of funds. It's not. It's not that easy to get over there and check on her every single day to make sure she's okay. Because you can't call a nursing home and get a phone. Nobody answers the phone at all, period, at the nursing home. That's why I don't work at nursing homes. Yeah, I can imagine. It's total neglect that they get. All they're worried about is the money. Them workers are not in there. They're just in there to make that paycheck and do bare minimum that they have to. It's terrible in nursing homes. Elderly abuse, all that fun stuff happens in nursing homes. Yeah, I don't think I'd want to work there either. I really don't. Don't sound like a good place to go. Because nursing homes are the worst. Most definitely the worst. And there's supposed to be somebody there
With her at all
around
times.
the clock every single time, every day. So how did she manage to get out of bed and have this fall? So I'm wondering if she had a fall, if she pulled the trach out. I don't know anything. Like I said, I'm better off to go and find out myself. Yes, it takes someone special with a heart to work with you. Yes, most definitely. You have to.
It's to the point that I'm ready to go
And they
back
don't
to the
get the
home health.
quality care that the nursing homes are supposed to get. And this is the third time, guys. Third time she's been back at the nursing home since she's been put in
Being in the
this nursing
hospital.
home. So it's been back and forth, back and forth. And it was a good 2 weeks there. Like 2 weeks, she has not been in the hospital until this fall. Until this fall. Lisa, you didn't have to do that, but thank you. I do appreciate that. I really do. Thank you. You didn't have to do that. I really do. You gave it to me 10 yesterday. I really do appreciate you donating. I really do. Thank you. I put gas in the car that gets me to go see her. So um, I just gotta figure out what the hell I gotta do to become power attorney of my sister, but not the financial, just the medical.
Can't do that until I get my settlement.
So I need to definitely get to Yeah, it does. It takes a lot. You're not lying there, Lisa. You're not lying. But thank you for the $10 for gas. I really do appreciate that. So what's up, everybody? Welcome into the stream. Hope everybody's having a blessed Wednesday morning. Happy Hump Day, everybody. Happy Hump Day. What's everybody? Anybody have go out and have tacos last night for Taco Tuesday? I know we didn't.
Jen, I wish I was back to caregiving.
Yes, thank you, Lisa. Thank you. I appreciate it. So we got to get over there after 10 o'clock here. We'll be leaving pretty shortly. We'll end up taking off to go to see her to find out what the hell is going on and see what kind of damage was done. So we got to get find. I just don't understand what's up with this nursing home. I really don't. I mean, that's all it takes is a split second. Just like if you leave an infant unattended for a while, what happens? They end up getting hurt or something. They're not doing, My sister's not listening. She's very bold headed, and she's slowly getting the information that she's wanting to know where she's at. Yes, that's all. That's all right, Jen. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I understand your circumstances. You're homeless. I fully understand that. So I definitely do appreciate the thought, though. I really do. Thank you so much,
See,
there,
and that's
Jen.
the thing. I'd be able to take care of her. I know how to do the trick. I know how to do the feeding tubes. I know how to do all that shit.
Yeah. Good morning, there, James. Good morning. Good morning. How are you doing? We're just sitting here talking about how my sister had a fall last night at the nursing home, and I don't understand how she had a fall when there's supposed to be somebody there with her 24/7. And somebody wasn't doing their job last night for her to be falling. So, and she's definitely not strong enough to get out the bed on her own. She has a hard time getting up out of the bed. Well, I hope and pray she's okay too. But like I said, I called last night. I was up until 12:30 last night waiting to see, calling in to see if there's any. They still didn't have nothing after 2 hours that they didn't have nothing yet. So they just took her up this morning to a room. She was down in the emergency room all night. And she probably gave them people a run for their money too down at in the emergency room. They need to find a way to put the rails up on her bed to make it harder for her to get out. But those beds don't come like that hardly anymore. I have a 67-year-old sister. Yeah, my sister's 56 and she's in a nursing home. 56. But God bless your sister. Hope everything's well with her. Sending positive vibes to you and your family. It's just sad to see that the medical force is not a good place to work at unless you see a lot of things that you just wished you never seen in medical. It's they're practicing medicine. That's all they're doing is practicing on others that things worked for other people that didn't work. That's how that shit goes.
I mean, look, when she was in the hospital last time, I had to tell him how to unclog her feeding tube.
Yeah, the hospital didn't even know how to unclog a feeding tube. But she's definitely lost a lot of weight, lots of weight. And that feeding tube, I know she's got it. It's just got to be a hard life. Yeah, you're absolutely correct there, James. Most definitely. 100. Yep, it's so true. You put your loved ones in there because you would hope, they're going to do their job like they're supposed to, and they end up not even doing their job. They end up, who's going to answer to this ball? I want to know who was supposed to watch her last night and let her get out of her bed without anybody being around. I'd like to know how that happened. There's got to be an explanation of how everything happened. Corporate, most definitely. The United States has gone insane these days, guys. We're so insane. So insane. Most definitely, James. That's so true. That's how it is. Exactly. You're not lying. You're telling the honest God truth. Yep, so true. You end up putting your loved ones in there, hoping they get the care like they're supposed to, and they don't even get the care that they're supposed to. So yeah, I fully understand that for sure. Welcome in there, India. Over here, USA, Pennsylvania. Over here in the States, Pennsylvania. So, yeah. So I don't know how in the hell what can really go to help with this personal problem that we're having. Um, I work in the healthcare industry, mostly on the insurance side. Oh, okay, gotcha. You do all the coding and all that fun stuff, huh? Yes, insurance companies are. They're most definitely. You're not lying there, James. Not at all. Period. Are you lying? You're telling the honest God truth. Yep.
Oh God, Chad.
I seen this. Yeah, I seen it this morning. Yeah, it's crazy. So what's up, everybody? Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Come on in. Don't be afraid to double tap that screen. Hit that subscribe button for more content there, ladies and gentlemen. We're just coming in here and doing a little briefing of what's going on with my sister. Got to go over to the hospital. I do appreciate the dono, whoever. There, Lisa. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Very, you didn't have to do that, but I really do appreciate it. I really do. Thanks. Cheers, some coffee. Uh, uh, this guy is funny here. This guy. Yeah, we don't know what you're talking about there. So yeah, there, James. I fully understand that. It's so sad to see that they're understaffed. That a lot of places are understaffed because nobody wants to work. I don't understand that. How are you able not to work and still make money? It's just mind-boggling to me. 100%. I'll make coffee after the live. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Gotta have the coffee, the Java. How long does it take for that solar panel to charge for you to use it?
She has 3 batteries charged.
Oh, three. Okay. Yeah, after yeah. So yes and yes and yes. Any that's at the Cash App. Anybody has a couple bucks they want to throw to help for gas would be much appreciated. We've already had one dono, and that was Lisa. A total of $20, 10 yesterday and 10 today. We do appreciate that, Lisa, very, very much.
Honey, shut up.
After finalized. Okay. I was wondering on that with the sharp. Yeah. With that. Yeah. And yes, fully understand, Lisa. Yeah. Because you don't want to put your full name. You definitely don't want to do that. That's not a good thing to do. I used the power I had stored for the panel earlier, like 6 and 7. I had a full battery bank at 6 p.m. Okay, good shit. It's much cheaper than running for gasoline all the time. Much cheaper. Much, much cheaper. It's got to be to have it that way.
No, nobody said anything about your last name.
I know you were another reason. No, it says I know you were another reason you think that I'm Davy. I try not to see that. I'm not trying to focus on that. Really, to tell you the truth, I'm not. I'm just trying to forget about it. Just that's what I said. If you were you and you were you, then you stick around. There's no reason to run or hide, because we're here for you. As it was, doesn't matter what was said before. I don't hold grudges. I just see that you are, you did show us your grandchildren, your pool, your goatees, all that fun stuff. So it's
This
a
isn't
it's a
about.
40-watt panel. Okay. Good day, brother. Have a fantastic day, my friend.
Hello,
And
KP.
hello to Karen for me. Stay safe. Same to you there, KP. You have yourself a wonderful, blessed day yourself. Hope everything's well for you and your family there, KP.
But this isn't
We're
about
sending positive
Davy.
vibes. We're
This
sending positive vibes to each and every one of your family there, KP. Have a blessed day, my friend.
this live isn't about Davy or anyone else. It's about Holly.
Yeah. So how's everybody been doing? Holly, like you guys, I'm just my sister had a real bad fall. I don't know how bad the fall was, but it had to be bad enough that she's in back in the hospital. I sort of figured if she didn't have no broken bones or something, she'd be released from the hospital and sent to the nursing home, back to her nursing home. She wouldn't be in intensive care step down. So something had to happen. That's something that they're not telling me. And the only way to find out these things is if you go directly to the hospital. And that's like an hour and a half drive back. Oh, well, 45 minutes there, 45 minutes back. So, yeah. I just hope and pray that it's nothing serious. I don't know exactly what the full extent, because even the nurse that I called this morning, she said I didn't even have a chance to really. I just breezed over it, but there wasn't too much she could tell me, for what had happened or what's going on. So hopefully, but I know by the time I get up there, somebody will definitely been read over the charts by now. You would hope, I would hope. Yeah, we just I gotta be there for Holly. We need to look. I even got her those games and everything else, and they don't even keep them charged for her. I had it.
We had to charge him when we're
We had to
there.
charge it when we were there, and I said, "Where's her game at?" Her game was put in the box up against the wall to where she couldn't reach it. It's like, what's the sense of you doing that? Why would you do that? I gave that stuff to her for a reason to play. And we got those things for her amusement, so she's not just laying there in the bed, lonely and depressed every single day from not having no family members there every single day. I can imagine how she feels, and plus the conditions that she's in. This is what she wants, and for anybody that can't see that, you got to be blind. Got to be blind, because she's definitely showing that she just wish that she didn't have to live like this. So it's a crying shame about how the nursing is these days. Yeah, she's able to play the matching games, but they don't keep it charged for her. They don't give it to her. They say it frustrates her, so they take it from her.
It didn't frustrate her when we were there.
Because she's frustrated is because she's trying to, trying to do something and she can't. So it's like they take the game from her or take the phone from her and it's not even charged. So it's like, what is the reason? We gave her this phone for a reason to keep it charged. And we've done asked the nurses and everybody that's there, and they're not doing what we're asking them to do. And this is just a shows that she should have never been put in that hospital in the first place over there in Ohio, and in a nursing home in Ohio. It's all insurance. It's a insurance game. Like you were talking, James was talking. It's a insurance game. Yeah, to keep her mind. But that's the whole purpose of me, doing that. Because she don't even know how to use the remote for the TV, and they're sitting in there watching what they want to watch. And I was like, wait a minute, it should be whatever Holly wants to watch. It's her. She's the patient, not the person that's sitting in a room with her
Well,
to
now,
decide what she wants on
when
TV.
we were over there with the baby, that black guy that was in there,
Yeah,
it must have been what Holly wanted to watch because when I went to leave the room after you did, she pointed at the TV and asked me, or was telling me to put the TV back on.
back on.
So
Okay.
I put her movie back on. I unpaused it.
Yeah. So yeah, that's about it. That's about it too. There, hardly. That's about it. Yeah, you would think they want to keep her occupied and busy, most definitely. But you go in there and she's just laying there in the bed. They're, they're saying she's walking and this and that, but I think from her getting them walks in, thinking she's strong enough to walk, and her body's not strong enough to walk by herself. From just laying in bed for so many days, your body needs they say we need to stretch and everything else before we get up because we're not gonna it's not gonna turn out to be a good thing. And hopefully, when you have somebody that's hurt that fragile as she is and she has a fall, that could be very very dangerous to where she can get break her hip or something, and that usually ends up hurting people really bad and taking them out because their body's not strong enough to heal. Yeah. Yeah, they don't do too much. They really don't. Uh, you're just watching, and medically, you're not doing anything medically for. Period. So, um, they sat with her in the room. Yeah, they should be out there all the time.
They sit in her room, watch TV, or play on their phones or on their computers.
Yeah, so true. They do. Um, my sister quit the nursing home because she didn't like how the patients were being treated. I can imagine if Holly would be able to tell us. I'm pretty sure she would let us know how she feels because she already did when she was able to talk in that tube they put in, and she called the nurse that was sitting there
A bitch.
with her a bitch. She said, "Yeah," she called her a bitch. She said, "Hey, that's Holly. That's how Holly is."
I mean, she called you an asshole too.
Yeah, she called me an asshole, so that's definitely Holly
And I'm
talking.
just Care Bear.
Yeah. Now she's a private in a nursing home. Okay. Nice. Yeah, so that's sad. It's very, very sad to see that And somebody needs to go get. Even if I think, even if somebody did go, I don't know how long it'd be for schooling for Trakes to take care of her.
It's not hard to do.
So we just take one time, one day at a time. One day.
I'm gonna tell you right now, guys, I am not in the mood for your bullshit.
Yeah, we're in here talking about my sister that's in a nursing home and she had a nasty fall. That's what we're talking about here, ladies and gentlemen. And trying to come up with some little bit of gas money. I already got some money sent to me that helps me to be able to get there. Challenge of shares now, yeah. Cheese and rice. What the truck is going on? We're in here talking about my sister. She had a fall yesterday night. Last night, I should say. Last night she had a fall, and she's in the hospital again. Um, you know, we don't need your comments, okay? If you know nobody cares about your comments in the first place, we don't want to hear your disrespectfulness. It's not no time in need of whenever we're sitting here talking about my sister. We're not worried about that I have cancer that you're so worried about going to get a job. I can't work from the kidney and the bladder cancer that I have. So before you start judging, know what you're talking about before you come on a page and start running your cocksucker and don't even know what you're talking about. And I should ask you, have you ever heard of common sense? Have you ever heard of having a common sense and know what life is about instead of out picking people out just to put them down? You're pathetic. Um, but before cancer, I was working every single day. So, yeah.
You ain't gotta explain yourself to none of these motherfuckers.
Yeah. So that's fine. That's just how people are. Ignorance. That shows who they are as a person. Straight ignorance. They have no respect for themselves or others. So that explains it all, guys, right there.
And you got a serious answer.
Uh, well,
I think you dropped your mind somewhere.
they lost it somewhere. I think you dropped your pocket. You know how old that is? That is so damn old. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about what I'm doing in my life. Don't worry about me. I am able to take care of myself. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And yeah, it's hard to quit smoking, just like it is for quitting drugs and alcohol for a lot of people. It's an addiction, okay?
Yeah.
You don't need to worry about why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm doing me and I. That's it. And people keep calling trying to buy our property. It's very annoying. I bet. I bet, James. Yeah, I guess so, huh? Exactly. Get him, Karen. Yeah. I was a cook. I was a cook. I missed my job cooking. I really do. I loved cooking. I loved cooking for people. It made me happy to see people be happy and pleased with their food. Yep. 10 years I was a cook for. 10 years. Long 10 years. But since I only have a half a kidney and that's all I'm living off of, it's very dangerous for me to work in any kind of a job unless I'm working at home and sitting in an office chair. And I don't have that equipment to do that in the first place. So it takes money to do that. And I don't have that kind of money to do that. It was a private restaurant. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff there, man. That's a lot of stuff you're going through there. And it's all an addiction. It's a compulsiveness that you have in you that you think that you're going to hit the next big jackpot, and you're stuck in them kind of ways when you're spending your money that way, and you're never going to get that jackpot no matter how hard you try. But you just know that it's going to be the next hit. It's going to be hitting here soon. That's where they get you at. So an addictive attitude is the same thing as it's an illness. Addictive attitude, that's an illness. That's a mental health problem. Yes, that is. That's your mental health problems right there. That you're suffering from all this. Yes, it's just most definitely. You know, addictive attitude. Pretty. That's about it. You got addictive attitude. And you can't fight it. Them urges. Them urges keep on telling you, come on, just one more dollar, just one more $100, and we're definitely gonna hit. That's the life of gambling and lying, cheating, and stealing to get your way through of gambling. Most definitely. You end up being dead because you owe some bookie some big time money and you can't pay it. Oh yeah, gambling can get you very depressed and then your mental health problems, thinking you want to harm yourself because you know you can't come up with the money and you hit rock bottom and now you don't know what to do. So that's why you're feeling all these emotions that you're having there. Man, blues man. That's his reason why. Well, you got to work on yourself. You got to make yourself better. Nobody else can do it. You are the one that's got to work on yourself to make yourself a better person. And if you're not down with making yourself better, and you're just stuck in your wherever you're at in your life, and you feel you're finally fine, never be satisfied. Never be satisfied. Always look for bigger and better things. I bet you regret it every day. I can guarantee you're kicking yourself in the ass. You've lost everything. You probably lost your family and everything went along with that. So that definitely comes. That definitely comes with the package for sure. Thanks. Yeah. You need to learn to control yourself, your behavior, your addictive attitude. Once you sit there and you think, "Oh man, I know it's going to hit," and you're just sitting there waiting for it to hit, and if you just go broke. If it's at the tables or at the slot machines, you regret yourself, and that's why you hate on yourself, and you don't want to be because you have nothing because you don't wasted everything away, and now you're in a pit and you're stuck, and you owe so much money, and that's where your mental health comes into play, and that's where it wants you to feel harm. You want to harm yourself.
Well, my son did no show
For,
court.
oh,
So they granted Brittany a 5-year PFA.
wonderful. Yeah, I bet you do. There's a local guy here. He's a priest, and he also owns a tax place. And he went through a big deal of drinking and gambling, and he hit rock bottom and everything else. So I know exactly what you're talking about, a kind of life like that. It's a very addictive attitude. It's you just know you're going to get it. You're sneaking, you're cheating, you're lying to get the next spin or whatever you're playing. So that's where you got to work on yourself and make sure that you can take care of that addictive attitude. And usually, when you have that kind of attitude, it's hard for that to disappear. And you're already on the ball looking for it to get it going. And when you get heartbroken at the end that you can't get it, that's where the depression sets in. To be, why did I choose? Why did I mess this all up for myself? So it could suck your life out of you quickly with gambling, for sure. It could take everything you own. And then when you hit rock bottom, you're so depressed and you're out that you don't even know what to do. You know you're stuck. You owe people money. You're hiding, trying to stay hiding. Not going out. Yeah, that's what happens. That kind of life, and that will make you your mental health really play which a toll on you for sure.
I just messaged Lizzie to let her know what was going on.
Okay, so we just got to every single day you've got to work on yourself to make yourself a better person. You can do it. You can beat that addiction. You definitely can, for sure. You could definitely defeat it if you want. If you really want to, you can do it on your own. You can change your life around. You can do it. You just got to work on yourself and have that faith in yourself that you can do anything you want to do in life and you can achieve it. You thought it was an easier way. You thought you were going to get a fast buck, get rich quick, and that scandal didn't work for you. So now you're trying to do other things to mend everything back together to make things back the way they used to be. It's never going to be because of that debt. So the best thing for you to do is change your lifestyle and for really. And if you lost your family, you got to work on that to get your family back because that's good. That's a hard pill to swallow, especially when you lose your family over gambling. And even if you go to counseling, they say, well, if you've got an addictive attitude, if you have a gambling problem, please call this such and such. What number? What are they going to actually do to you to make you change your mind about what you are doing in life? That's not going to work unless you're really wanting that kind of help. You have to be willing and be ready to take that kind of help and forget about your past. Forget about what was going on with the gambling. Forget about that all period. Start out a new life. Start out living out a better life for yourself. And things you can mend it back together. It just takes time. It doesn't it's an overnight that everything's gonna be okay. So yeah, that's what you gotta do. You gotta learn to work on yourself. No uppercase lettering there, 1977. All lowercase, please. That's only for my mods to use. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you, their wisdom. And you were wise to me now. I'm sorry. Did you answer the question? Answer what question? No, can't
Alright, here
say I
comes
have.
all Davey's fucking
Yeah, I
accounts.
know. Just ignore them. Ignore them. That's what they want you to do. They want you to get upset.
And look who disappeared.
Uh, Where are you, everybody? Well, I can't give you no financial information. I don't know nothing about banking and all that fun stuff, so I couldn't give you any advice or answer the question. I might be able to, but then again, I may not be able to. So that's just a chance you take. Or somebody else in the chat might be able to help you out with that question. No, you're not doing anything electric. You're fine. It's just we've been having a lot of problems with trolls, big time. Yeah, it's just a bunch of shit that's going on that haters are hating on me. They hate on my stream. I don't know why, but they do. I've had this stream for over a year now, and I'm close to 2,000 subscribers. I need 80 some odd more subscribers, guys, to hit the 2K mark. What the fuck is this person talking about?
They're just being stupid.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Some marijuana? Yeah. So wonderful. So, so wonderful. It's not easy. It's not easy, guys. It's not easy. Yes, cheers there, Lisa. Most definitely cheers.
Hmm.
Well, you got a problem there. You need to go to the emergency room and tell them when you close your eyes you can't see. I'm pretty sure they can help you out with that. I don't think you have too bad of problems with that. I think it's very simple to take care of that problem. There, Jen. What's this stream about? It's about sobriety and mental health. And I talk about cancer because I have cancer, kidney cancer, and bladder cancer. I only have a half a kidney. That's the only thing I'm living off is a half a kidney. So I like to give awareness, and I also talk about sobriety because I started this stream back when I stopped drinking, and I've had this stream now for over a year, and I'm doing pretty decent with it. Just gotta pay it. I just got to ignore the haters because the haters like to come in and destroy the stream and bring you down and bring other people down, and that's their whole purpose of coming in as a spammer or a troller because that's the only thing they know in life because their life at home is terrible for themselves, so they have to go out and hurt other people and take their frustrations out over the internet on somebody else. Then that makes them feel better because they got somebody else feeling like they do, so they're satisfied with it and they're smiling, so they can go on with their day when they just made you make really crazy shit. That's yeah. That's all I have. That's all you need is a half a kidney. Yeah, that's all I live is a half a kidney. That's it. Yes. Cheers. Cheers to everybody. Cheers. But yeah, I've got two new cysts, renal cysts that are growing on the kidney that I just had the 7 hour surgery done, and they got to watch my bladder. They took a tumor off of it and found out. They told me it was going to be a week or two before the results came in, and within 24 hours, I got them results to tell me that I had bladder cancer. What am I today? I'm not doing too much. Just going to know what's going on with my sister.
That's
Go
okay.
hitting what the yeah views.
No, the RYUK.
Oh, okay.
6 months old account.
I already defeated cancer for over 20 some years because they had took my first kidney back when it was 20 some years ago. They took the first kidney and that was cancer. So it took a long time before I had cancer again to go back into having cancer. So I had a pretty good life, you know, so far with getting rid of the cancer. And there was at any time that you have any kind of kidney problems when it comes to cancer, kidney cancer, it reoccurs. Does come back.
Let me know when you want to get ready to go.
Um, yeah, we just got to take one day at a time.
Ricky.
Yeah, I got him on right now. Yeah. Yeah. It's a sad situation, you know, very sad.
Ridiculous.
Well, guys, we got 8 minutes and we're out of here. 8 mementos, and we are gone until 4 o'clock today. My time, 4 o'clock. Are you from Alcohol Anonymous? No, negatory. I am not. I am somebody that has the knowledge to guide you in the right way to start your sobriety or working on your mental health. That's your first step, is to have to admit that you have a problem in order for it to work. If you're doing it because the judge is sending you there, or your family wants you there, or your probation officer, you have to go to these drug and alcohol rehabs. I've never had been in one ever in my life. So yeah, it's a thing you have to work on yourself. You've got to with your mental health is the most important thing to get away from the drugs and alcohol. Is trying to have some kind of inner peace with your depression, your anxiety, whatever you have with your mental health. But a lot of people are in denial about mental health. They do, oh no, not me. I don't have that. No, you're full of baloney. Everybody has one. In one form or another, you have a mental illness. Sounds like family. Could be. Yeah, you could be very right about family. Yep, guys, we got 6 mementos and we're out of here. Anybody's got the final words they'd like to say, and encouragement words, or any ones that are redunculous that been hearing here on the streams this morning. Everybody's got a comedian this morning. It's so wonderful that everybody's a comedian. You can't take life seriously. Yes, sir. Yep, that's it, guys. We about out of here for the day. Yep. Go see what's going on with the sister, and hope everything's okay. Well, thanks there, man. Blues man.
She ain't getting out of the hospital today.
I don't think she'll be out the hospital today. She was just admitted this morning. Well, she was. They had her down in the emergency room all night. She just went into her room.
When she goes to the hospital, she's there for a week or two.
Most definitely there, Jen. Thank you so much. And you too there, Lisa. Thanks for all the positive words. But yeah, guys, that's what we're getting ready to do. We're getting ready to go over yonder, check on her, make sure everything's okay. Um, Find out. I just don't understand how she fell with supposedly with somebody supposed to be in her room 24/7 to keep an eye on her, and she has a fall. It doesn't make any sense to me, especially that time of the night. Somebody was definitely not doing their job. You're absolutely correct, and so I'm gonna go do some investigation on this, and think I might be able to have a lawsuit there because this medical malpractice because they're not even doing what they're supposed to be doing in this nursing home. Especially with a patient that can't talk and speak for herself, so they don't know what she's thinking or what she's doing because she's not vocal. She can't talk. She can, but she can't read her lips because she can't get it out. Yeah, thanks. They're supersized. Thanks. Yes, I am holding them responsible for this, most definitely. You got a weird channel name. Can't figure out how to add to their account. Yeah. So wonderful. So wonderful. What a beautiful world we live in. Such great care we have. Yeah. So depending on, yeah, that most definitely something's got to give. So, yeah, that's definitely a lawsuit right there because they're definitely not doing their job that they're supposed to be doing because she shouldn't be in the hospital right now for a fall. Not when they are supposed to have, and they even told us, oh, we're in here 24 hours a day. But somebody wasn't doing their job because they thought she was sleeping and they were gone for a long time and she ended up getting up and going by herself. And that's one thing they have to keep an eye because she's good at trying to get out of bed and they know this too. And they know that she pulls out her trach, their feeding tube. That's why they have somebody in her room with her at all times to watch her. So, hope everybody has a blessed rest of their day. We're going to go ahead and about head out of here real quick. And we will see everybody at 4 o'clock today. Um, so that would be 1 o'clock for Jen. Yeah, 1 o'clock for Jen. So I hope everybody has a blessed one. We're just going to go over here and figure out what's going on. Um, thanks for the supporters that come in and do support the stream. I do really appreciate it. Thank you all very much for the love and the respect that you give to the stream. I know some people that come in here that it's so weird. Why is your name Love Yourself? Learn to love yourself. That's the whole reason of my title of my is love yourself. It means love yourself is exactly what it means. It's not in any foreign language. It's learn to love yourself and respect yourself. So that's not a weird name. That's not a weird thing. You may find it weird because you're not, whatever. That's your thoughts. But thanks for everybody. Love each and every one of you. Remember, Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior. Never use his name in vain, y'all. Cheese and rice. So I will definitely talk at y'all later. Have a beautiful one. And we'll be back at 4 o'clock to give y'all some updates about what's going on with the sister. So I do appreciate all the love and respect. Love each and every one of you. Have yourself a wonderful one. Later, guys. Peace.